believe I am up. Hi, my name is Kelly Green, and today I will be reading Chapter 4, Chilled Shrimp. This is Chapter 4 of my book, May. I've read 1 through 3 already, and today is May, and if you um, may know, may know, I read on different platforms TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch, which I also upload to YouTube. Please follow me on all my platforms at Kelly Green Ivy. All right, so as usual, I'm going to just jump right into reading. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. I won't address them until the end just to keep a flow of the read. But yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, please make comments, concerns, questions in the you know, the down below. Okay, all right, let's get started. Oh, should I do a quick recap? So, chapters 1 through 3. So far, we've just met our main character, Mariana. She's 15, no, she's 16 years old. She just turned 16. It's her birthday. She is just kind of chilling through life. She doesn't really get along with her parents. She kind of prefers to just do her own thing. And here we are, chapter 4. The whole walk home, she couldn't stop thinking about Miss Lucy. It was intriguing to her. For one thing, they call her Miss Lucy. Everyone calls her Miss, and everyone knows what she is. Why was that? Mariana figured she must have told them to call her that. She must have known that she wouldn't be respected for any other reason, so she forced respect through her name. And then to be a prostitute in such a close knit town. She must not care much what people said about her, and Mariana thought that was incredible. Maybe her fine things, her perfect little home, and title were enough to keep her happy. Or perhaps it was just like Della said, and she was happy because she was making her own choices. Mariana was so deep inside her own head, she must have walked home using muscle memory. She snapped out of it when she saw all the commotion on her property. People were dashing back and forth with flowers, ribbons, bottles of champagne. She went around the back to see people setting up several tables and chairs. She rushed inside and found Amy sitting on the steps, putting together a bouquet of pink and white roses. Amy, what's all this? Mariana asked. Apparently, the dinner has turned into a party. What for? For you, I was told. Unlikely, Mariana laughed. Not with all these decorations. Well, your mother says it is. Sure, Mariana rolled her eyes. And there's something else. You won't like it, but please be nice. Amy looked up at her. What is it? Well, your mother thought you might want some help getting ready, so she invited over some girls. What girls? I'm not sure, but they're waiting for you. Where? Mariana asked, her patience wearing thin. Upstairs, Amy mumbled, looking at the ceiling. What? Mariana shouted before running past her and up the staircase. She marched up to her bedroom to find Lauren, Penny, and some other girl whose name she couldn't remember just sitting there on her bed. Lauren was holding and analyzing one of Mariana's scarves. Mariana snatched it out of her hand. Can I help you? We were just waiting to help you get ready for your party, Lauren answered. I know how to dress myself. Your mom thought it would be nice if your friends helped you for your big night, Nameless spoke up. Mariana couldn't help but laugh at the girl. She didn't even know her name, but apparently they were friends. Mariana folded her arms and stared the girls down until they got the message. Lauren and Nameless got up and stormed off, leaving Penny behind. Penny rose from the bed slowly and looked around as if she couldn't figure out where to go next. Mariana felt a little bad for putting her out. She was just doing as she was told. Besides, Penny was a nice. Ugh, sorry. Besides, Penny was a nice and chubby, and her chubby little cheeks made her look like a child. How was she supposed to be mean to this girl? Penny, can you help me pick out a dress, please? Mariana asked as she unfolded her arms and opened her closet. Oh, sure, Penny said, honored to be asked for such help. But your mother already laid this one out for you. Penny pointed to a pink and white dress draped over the bed. I didn't ask my mother. I asked you. Mariana smiled for the first time. Go on, look through the closet. She pushed Penny in the right direction as she locked her door. It's just that, well, Lord and Millie agreed that it was the right choice, and obviously I don't know anything about what looks good. Penny shrugged and inspected Mariana's dresses before pulling out a soft lavender dress with quarter length sleeves and silver buttons down its back. I like that one too. Mariana took the dress from her. She allowed Penny to stay in her room in her room while she left to get freshened up. As it turned out, she actually couldn't get dressed by herself. When she came back, she had Penny help her with the buttons on the back of her dress. Why do you hang out with those girls? They don't seem to like you, Mariana asked as she brushed her hair. Penny looked down at the floor. My mother thinks I should try harder to fit in with them. Oh, Mariana sneered. Parents can be a pain, huh? Oh, no, she means well, Penny quickly defended her mother. It's just, I've never been good at fitting in. Well, me either, but I wouldn't want to fit in with them. I don't get it. You're so pretty. You should fit in with everyone. Mariana put her brush down and went to sit next to Penny, who had been looking at her with those big doe eyes the whole time. As far as Mariana was concerned, Penny was a pretty girl. She was a little on the heavier side, and that seemed to be all the girls in their circle noticed. She had curly red hair and a couple of freckles on a porcelain complexion. Listen, you're beautiful, and just because they don't think so doesn't mean you shouldn't. Besides, anyone who picks their friends based on looks is an idiot. Do you even like those girls, Penny? Well, they're kind of rotten, but. So you want rotten friends? Mariana cut her off. That's dumb. Use that pretty head of yours. Mariana playfully nudged her. I guess you're right. Penny smiled, showing off an exceptional smile. I am, Mariana replied. After Mariana got dressed, she picked out some jewelry for Penny to put on. She pinned Penny's curls up into a loose bun with some hanging to the side, and she let her wear some of her perfume. Once the girls were ready, they headed back to the yard for the party. The whole yard was full of people in vibrant pink and white decorations. She spotted at least three servants carrying trays of cocktail shrimp, finger sandwiches, and cheese. A small band played a joyful tune at the edge of the yard. The party seemed so elaborate. She was certain this couldn't really be for her. They probably forgot her birthday, and the party was a coincidence. Mariana found Amy at the punch bowl and questioned her. Come on, Amy, what's this party really for? Your mama told me it was for your birthday. Amy, honestly, who are they trying to impress? Mariana laughed, pointing at a servant carrying the shrimp cocktail. I don't even eat chilled shrimp. There are at least 6 bottles of champagne on this table, and I can't drink. I only know what I've been told. Now go on somewhere. People want their punch. Amy waved her away. Fine. Don't tell me anything. Mariana smirked and snatched a pre-filled glass of champagne off the table. She laughed and hurried away before Amy could do anything about it. Mariana and Penny grabbed some food and sat at the table near the back door to eat in peace. They shared jokes about the guests and made faces at Lauren and Millie when they looked their way. Mariana didn't even didn't even recognize half of the guests, further proving to her that this party had little to do with her birthday. About an hour in, the band got quiet, and Mariana's mother asked for everyone's attention. Mariana grabbed Penny's arm and rushed to the other end of the yard. She was eager to know what this was all about. Her mother stood in their gazebo and began a speech. I want to thank you all for coming to my daughter's 16th birthday. Mariana Louise, you are becoming a lovely woman. I always knew you'd grow up to be gorgeous and so kind and generous. My daughter, so full of love and light. Her mother's smile was as wide as it could get. Mariana was uncomfortable with the immensely gooey way her mother was going on about her, especially since her mother rarely missed a chance to tell her how much of a thorn in her side she was. Then her father got up to speak. He said many of the same things her mother said, and more, about how she was always the sweetest little girl. Her parents had always complained about her attitude. She disliked most of the people they brought her around and rarely made any effort to hide it. As far as her parents were concerned, she was a cold young lady who had a vigorous indifference to other humans. So these speeches and all the going on set off an alarm in her. Then her mother announced a surprise. She requested that Marianna come up onto the gazebo. Marianna was hesitant, but she walked up the steps to meet her parents. When she made it there, her mother kissed her cheek and pointed towards something ahead of them. Suddenly, Peter walked up from the crowd. Marianna didn't even realize he had come to the party. When Peter made it to the gazebo, he took Marianna's hand in his and kissed it. It took all of her self control not to push him off the platform. He then went on to shower her with compliments, much like her parents. She zoned out and thought. This grand celebration was one of the fakest things she had ever witnessed, and she could not figure out the point of it. Then Peter did something that snapped her out of her thoughts and brought her back to the moment. He took her hand in his and pulled out a diamond ring. Her body went nearly numb. The only thing she could feel was her mother's hands clasped tightly on her shoulders, preventing her from moving. Peter got down on one knee and slipped the ring on her finger. Her mother came and wrapped her up in a hug, which was the only thing keeping her from collapsing in shock. The crowd roared with applause and joy while Peter stood in front and smiled triumphantly. Marianna was speechless. What on earth had just happened? He didn't even ask her anything. She never said yes to anything. He just stuck a ring on her finger and rattled off some speech about how happy he was. Marianna frantically searched the crowd for Amy, and when she spotted her, she looked just as horrified. And that's the chapter. That was chapter 4 of May, Chilled Shrimp. So things are getting complicated. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any comments, questions, thoughts, put them in the comments below. All right. I'll see you later. Happy reading.
Hey yo, you ever notice how scared we are of our emotions? Being human's a condition controlling. I'm just trying to shine bright in the sky, but the devil working overtime, cause I'm just trying to clear my head, but my thoughts just keep getting louder.